Hello friends, today I would like to offer you my mini review for this great game, Apex Legend. It's a battle royale game just recently been brought into our world by a company named Respawn with help of Electronic Arts, which we all learned to hate for their monetization tactics. However, I found this game specifically interesting and for a person like me who doesn't really like shooters, like I play them, but I'm not good at them. And I don't like really the battle royales. This game actually got my attention and I keep on playing it. I feel that a lot of things here are performed in a very good manner, and I would like to suggest this game to everyone to try, because first of all it is free, and second of all it's made actually quite well. So let me tell you what's good about it. First of all, they have classes. I love classes. They bring the mix and match type of thing into every game, and all classes are fairly balanced. I will cover them a little bit later, like a little touch on each one from what my observation. So yeah, classes are good. Second, what I do like about classes here as well is that every one of them has their own character. You really kind of get to, you know, in touch, and you wanna play each one of them. Then again, map here for a battle royale, it's made freaking amazing. It's an amazing map. A very very good thought been put into it. There's room to snipe. There's room for shotguns. Every weapon feels in place on this map. Like there's use for every weapon for every class. It's not like, you know, I used to play Crysis 2 back in the days, and sure, there were sniper rifles, but there were not a single map where you're going to use it. It's not the case here. And usually you will want to carry two sets of weapons on your legends, yeah, on your class, for a long range, for mid range, for close range, whatever you choose. So that's extremely interesting. The good part, on my personal view, is that you drop in squad. Currently there's no solos or duos, there's only 3-person squads. You drop on a map and you play. This really encourages people to kind of unite and be strategic about their approach. My friends never played like PUBG with me or anything. I feel extremely lonely there, and it's like run and gun, or you hide in bushes all the time. There's no actions. It didn't hold my attention for long. Here, on the other hand, everyone really tries to execute some sort of a strategy. Sure, someone pronounces them as a leader of the group, and you know, you kind of play together. I haven't seen anyone like saying like, fuck you guys, I will go and run play solo somewhere, you know. Everyone tries to stay as a team, and it's really encouraging. I understand that people will want to play this in a solo mode, but I would be strictly against it, because, you know, it will pull a player base from 3v3 squads into a solo or duo, and might result in longer queue times. But overall, the way it is right now, it works out quite well. As I said, map is good, but maps here don't have transportation. I really think that's a good idea. If there was a transportation, it would have been the map would be a little bit too small. Without transportation, it's just perfect. Another good thing is that they didn't add. We know like this game, it's made in setting of Titanfall. But another good thing is that they didn't add the parkour from Titanfall, like wall running and all that crap. The movement here is pretty fast, and if people were able to run on walls and stuff, it would be extremely hard to even kill someone. Right now it's hard, so yeah, well, for me at least. I know some pros just headshot everyone. So those are two things that are kind of negative, but I still give them a positive thing. Overall, what this game did great. It took every idea from PUBG, from Fortnite, from other games, and kind of put them all together and made them work in a good sense. Extremely polished for its release, which is another good big credit to Respawn. About good things, First of all, the way that you can respawn your squad member is great. If you lose someone early on, you can go to a beacon and respawn them later. So there's no like bad things that you know, people leaving and stuff. Sure, some people still leave simply because they don't know that. Yeah, and they don't want to wait, or they don't want to wait to be respawned. Depends on how it goes. So that's still a good thing, you know. You can get back into the game. Then you have these balloons that actually, instead of vehicles, they help you relocate. So you get up on a balloon, you jump off, jump pack starts, and you can fly a little bit farther. That helps with relocation, which is a better choice than vehicles, which are still shitty even in, in PUBG, you know. They're still pretty shitty, you know. It's hard to balance them, and Ring of Elysium recently came out, and that game is complete trash, you know, mechanics don't feel right. Yet another good thing, the way guns feel here. Extremely satisfying. Good sound, properly shooting. I haven't had such a nice gameplay in a while. Maybe Escape from Tarkov has like another good gunplay. So pretty good on guns. You're listening to me and saying like, isn't there anything bad about this game like at all? Yeah, there is one thing. It's published by EA, and you can feel the touch of EA like all over its progression system and loot boxes. There's like loot boxes, pretty common. Sure, they need to monetize the game. Legends, I have bought them all, but Legend costs 750 coins, so the minimal package you have to buy is like 1,000 coins, $10, which I think is pretty steep. The way progression works, we have tokens, we have crafting materials. Let's go and check out how much a skin will cost in crafting materials. 1,200, and I have only, what is it, 180. That's you're gonna be grinding for that skin a lot. Like I did put in some game time already, like 3 or 4 heavy days, like 10 hours, maybe more of each, and I still have only 180. So you see how you kind of get pushed towards spending money on those loot boxes and getting those skins. Same goes for tokens, the legend tokens to buy legends. I bought them. I paid for one, the $10, and another one I did farm. It takes you exactly 23 levels to get one legend. It's 1,200 tokens, the price for legend. It's not a must to have any of these two, because all legends are pretty balanced. But of course you want them, and first legend is pretty easy to farm. But then you have to pay attention how every level it gets harder to get next level. So far, maybe there's later on at level 40, level 50, maybe level 100, I don't know when, you get a cap in experience that you gain, and you no longer, it no longer increments. So far, every level been adding up extra experience I need to grind to hit the next level. Every single one of them. I don't know if there is going to stop anywhere soon, and let's say like stop at 20,000 experience, right, and then just continue every level for 20,000. Probably not. So you see, again, one legend you get fairly easy. Second one you will need to grind a lot for, if you actually want to get. Sure, this game is fun to play. You will probably get it fast, especially for those that like the genre. So far this game holds my attention. I don't know for how long, so I decided, you know, I'll get and try out the second class. So that's a bad thing. Another bad thing is it's a legend token. It's the only real currency that you can acquire in game, other than crafting materials, which are even more hectic to get. But you have nothing to spend it on, really. I don't really like it. They should invent some way, you know, make it a little bit easier to farm, and add like extra things for us to buy for in-game currency. And crafting materials, crafting metals, oh my god. I feel like we're gonna farm them forever to get anything decent. So yeah, you can feel the touch of Electronic Arts. That's a bad thing. Now let's get to class. I will not go deep on every class in details, but I observed certain classes being good at something particular, and I want to notify, like, let you know why. So, Bloodhound, it's overall a solo frame. You don't have any abilities that are group dependent. This means you can, advance on your own somewheres and rejoin the team or go forward and stuff. It's a pretty strong class, and ultimate makes you like a strong man running fast and seeing the cold trucks. Overall good one. Gibraltar is a tank. It's worth mentioning that he's fat, and this game has hitboxes not standardized. That means he has a bigger hitbox and is easier to hit. As far as running, all of them run at the same speed. That's not a problem. So fat, but his size makes him easier to hit. He makes up with a passive shield for that, and therefore he's more like a tanky class. Pretty good overall. Lifeline, extremely good early game when you jump in and you have that extra heal when you need it, because if you jump in and there's like a couple of squads jumping in and you are in a gunfight, you need to heal up and you have syringes, the medkits, whatever it is, and she comes in extremely handy and strong early on. As far as later, she doesn't lose any strength, she's still good regardless, but early on is her the most biggest strength of Pathfinder. It says that he's like a healer / support, but he's more of a support, yeah. This is a class I would suggest you carry a second weapon as a sniper rifle, because he can get up the hills and pick good positions to snipe with his ability kit, which is pretty neat and nice. It's better to use that one rifle. I mean, sniper, one of the snipers. It doesn't mean that I'm saying like he has to have it. You can still roll like 2 shotguns or whatever you wanna do. He's good. It's just that his ability kit promotes him having a second weapon as a sniper rifle. Same goes about Raid. Her kit overall promotes her play with a second weapon as a sniper rifle. It doesn't mean like she's bad in a close range. She's still good, but you will want her to play her out that you kind of stay a little bit away from your teams or from your squad, just enough to support, because of her ult, which is teleport, pretty much. And when you need to save your team, you can actually do it, because when you run all together in squad and you pop the teleport, it's almost never used. It's a waste of time. It's better to play out a support role. Despite that, it says that she's a damage dealer. Those things, by the way, they don't mean that, oh, Gibraltar has more HP. No, it doesn't. Or Pathfinder has a heal. No, he doesn't. This is just a suggestions of how you're going to play. A little bit more aggressive, a little bit more defensive. This is a scout, and this one is more like a support. That's how it is. So once again, at Raid, you want a second weapon set be a sniper rifle. Also, why? Her ult is teleport, so you will want to stay a little bit on range. That's one. Her Q ability, you phase out, you are undamageable, but people still see where you can run. It's a good escape ability for any occasion, but still you cannot really use it aggressive, so that's fine. Her passive, you hear voices saying, oh, someone is aiming at you. But when you run in a squad and you're in a gunfight, you really don't care if someone aiming at you. You're already in a gunfight, you know that. So to make best use of it, again, you need to stay on range. Kind of, if you are a sniper, you are sniping, and then you hear another sniper is aiming at you. You kind of you press your Q, you relocate, and blah blah blah. So that's how it works. She's better to be played a little bit on range from you. Bundle Halor is an extremely nice class, well-rounded, aggressive. She has like an airstrike, similar to Gibraltar's. Her Q ability is a smoke bomb, strong smoke bomb, But problem is it's more of a defensive smoke bomb because you cannot see shit through it. So you pop it, you rest someone and stuff. So yeah, she's a good like you know overall class. Kustik, says a tank. Has absolutely nothing to do with a tank. Gibraltar has a shield popping up when he pops out a gun. Kustik doesn't have any of that. He is a trapper. He set up good ambushes. He has extremely strong gas. That first of all he can see through, and second of all that anyone who is caught on it is going to be slowed down. Properly set up ambush on Kustik gives you, your team and you specifically, extremely strong advantage. So picking right choke points is extremely crucial. Once again, Gibraltar and Kustik being fed, guess what? You don't really want to snipe on them. They will be better at the closer and mid ranges. So that's another thing to keep in mind, especially that their kit is promoting the close to mid range fights. Mirage is another solo frame and more like an ambusher trickster type of thing. I do play for him mostly. It kind of fits my playstyle, but his kit has nothing to do with range. I do pick up sniper rifles sometimes, just in case, you know, if no one in my squad wants to volunteer for that. But his abilities really don't promote the range play, like mid to short range distances where he's playing, and best is to be played like at mid range. This is the first heads up like about characters, how like what kind of ability sets they promote, what kind of gameplay. Those that I didn't cover completely, like Lifeline, Bangalore, they are well-rounders. Any gun will work for them. Literally any gun will work for them. You don't have to stay in range. Same goes with Hellhound, you know. The others, they have like their gun preferences due to abilities. This doesn't mean, once again, I came to those conclusions not because, oh, Mirage, for example, gets like extra damage from assault rifles. No, it's not the case, you know. It's just that their ability sets promote certain type of gameplay. Lastly, I wanna say that mixing and matching is extremely important. Some classes go well together, like synergize as the best. If you pick Mirage, Bangalore, or Wraith, I found that will be a bad choice. You will need someone to be like on a more defensive type of thing, but you can mix and match how you want. Sure, the metas will be established by pros a little bit later, because the game is still quite, you know, fresh and new, but that's a heads up I wanted to give you guys. Overall, game is sexy. I like the graphics, I like the settings, and for free there's no reason not to try it. I bet you will get engulfed in this game just like me. And for me, not liking this type of games at all, like shooters and battle royales, that's really surprising. That's why I decided to make this video. The game is pretty good, but yeah, it's Electronic Arts being published, so we're gonna see those dirty monetization tricks. Thank you for watching, give me a thumbs up, and jump into the fray.